Okay, so let's continue with our next coding exercise series. So open the leetcode.com and go to the problems tab and search question number 345. So there is a question, reverse vowels of a string. So it's an easy question. So click on it. So given a string s, so we have some string s is given. So if you see the function definition, so we have some s is given and which is of type string, right? And we need to reverse only the vowels of the string and return it, right? And the vowels we know is like R, A, E, I, O, U. But they said they can appear in both lower and uppercase letter, and it could be more than once, which is fine. So we need to do that. So how we generally reverse the string? So let's suppose if we have some string, let's suppose my name is given, right? So one shortcut is we will just return like this, like so we will like read from start and till starting character, and we will like start. So this is start and this is for stop and this is for -1. That is we are going backward. But this is going to reverse like everything, right? But here we need to reverse only the vowels, right? So okay, just forget about like we need to revert the vowel. So let's suppose this is one of the shortcut, like we need to revert the string. But if I said without doing this shortcut, if you have to do just while loop or for loop, how you are going to do that? So what you are going to do, you are going to take a two pointer approach, right? So we will take a left pointer here, right pointer here, right? Then you will swap left and right, and then decrease right by one and increase left by one, right? And then both, and then again going to swap, and then again going to increase, right? So we need to do this way. Now we need to reverse only the vowels. So same thing we are going to do approach is, so same thing we are going to approach, that is we are going to use the two pointer approach. The only thing is like if like this, if we just mention like just reverse the string, and then what we will do, either we use that shortcut method colon -1, and if the interrupt said don't use the shortcut method, just use the two pointer approach or any other approach, then we are going to do that. So the same thing we are going to do that. But before swapping we are going to check whether the particular string which we are going to swap is a vowel or not, right? So as an example, so let's go to the whiteboard. So we have like something Leetcode, right? So I have give some different color representation. So my left pointer is on L and right pointer is on E. Then in the normal question, let's suppose if we have to reverse the string, then what I will do, I will just reverse L and E. But in this case, I need to reverse only the vowels. So first I have to check whether the L is the vowel or not, right? So I need to take some set, right? So I need to take some sets. So I need to take some sets where I can put some all vowels. So A, E, I, O, U, right? Plus, they have mentioned it can be appear in the both lower case and the upper case. So I can also put A, E, I, O, and U. All right. So I have put the vowels. So what next? Then I need to put the left pointer here and the right pointer here. So I need to take two pointers. So left pointer on 0 and right pointer is going to length of S and -1, because length of S 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if we take the index, so it is from 0 to 7, so that's why -1. Okay. Then I need to run some loop. So while left is less than right, I need to some loop. And if it is a normal question, then what I have to do, I just need to swap left and right. So what I need to do is, so okay, there is one more thing, because S. So if I just do, so let's suppose if we have the some string is given and just forget about the vowel. So if I just do S of left, S of right, S of right, and S of left, because this is a shortcut how we are going to swap the things. But is it going to work? No, because S is a string and string is immutable. Uh, right. So you can't like change some index on the string, right? So this is one of the problem. So what we need to do is we need to convert into a you can say into a list, right? How you can convert the string into a list? So you can do some s list is equal to s dot split, or we can just normally do like list of s. So list of s, and we can store in s itself. So it is going to convert into a list. So basically, if I give some string lead code, sorry. So if s is equal to lead code, then it is going to give me L, then so L and then E. So it will going to provide me the list, and the list is our like mutable, so we can change that. So this is our normal question. We are going to run some loop while left is equal to right, and then we are going to swap each and every variable. If we don't have to reverse only the vowels, if we have to just reverse everything, then once the loop is going to finish, then we have to return. So it is going to give me the list, right? So we need to join the list dot join s, and we have to return that, right? But here we need to put some condition. What condition we need to put? Because we are on our left cursor is on L, right cursor is on E. Do we need to swap L and E? All right. So whether we need to swap L, because we need to swap both the pointers only and only when both are the vowels. So we need to check whether L is a vowel or not. So how we are going to check? If S of left not in vowels, right? So this is a vowels and this is a list. So it is O of one operation only. So if this left pointer is not in vowel, then what we have to do? We have to increment our left pointer, right? So we have to increment our left is equal to left plus one. We have to increment our left pointer. So like our cursor left is here, right is here. We know right is our vowel, but left is not vowel. So we need to increment our left pointer and we need to continue. We need to continue. We don't need to go further down the while loop, because if we go further down the while loop, then this is going to be changed. This is going to be swapped. We don't need that. We want to continue our loop, right? So now the cursor is on like here. Left cursor is here and right cursor is here. Now we are going to check whether the left is vowel or right is vowel. Yes. Then we are going to swap. So we are going to swap. If we are going to swap, then if we have to going to swap, then what we have to do? We have to increase our left pointer. So when we are going to swap, we have to increase our left pointer. Left is equal to left plus one, and we have to decrease our left pointer, right pointer. Right is equal to right minus one. So this pointer will come here, and this pointer will come here. All right. So E is here, D is here. Now we are going to check. Okay, is left not in vowel, but left is in vowel. So E pointer will come here. Then we are going to check whether D is, that is the right pointer, is vowel or not. So we are also going to check if S of right not in vowels, then right is equal to right minus one and continue. Because currently right pointer D is not a vowel, but left is the vowel. So we can't swap this, right? So we need to keep left pointer same and we need to decrease our right pointer. So now the right pointer is on O. Now we see, so now the left pointer is here, right pointer is here, right? So we will come here, okay, because when we decrease our right pointer, so when we decrease our right pointer, so we mentioned continue means just rerun the loop. Then we are again going to check whether the left pointer is less than right pointer. Yes. If s of left not in vowels, like it is a vowel, so which is fine, so it is not going inside this loop. Is s of right not in vowel, so it is vowel, so it is not going inside that loop. So it means it will come further, and as soon as it come further, it is going to swap. So O will come here, E will come here. So O will come here and E will come here. And once it is going to be swapped, we need to increase our left pointer. So left will come to T. We need to decrease our right pointer. So right will come to C. All right. So that's it. And let's try to run that code. if there is any issue. So a sample case has been accepted. So let's try to submit it. So our all test case has been passed and we beat approximately 90% of the runtime. So this is like easy category question. So the only thing is like you need to take care about that is so definitely left right approach because two pointer approach is normal approach which generally interview ask. So I believe like if you are doing some even easy level practice question, then two pointer approach will definitely come into your mind. The only thing is this thing, that is because sometimes what people do is they forget string is immutable. So what they generally do is so s of left, s of right, s of right, s of left. They try to do that, and when they are going to run, because if I just comment this, so let me remove this, then what is going to be happen? See, string object doesn't support item assignment because string is immutable. So you can't do that. So that's why we need to convert into a list. We need to convert. So this is the main thing like which we need to take care, because when we are like doing some question now, this mutable and immutable concepts sometimes not come into our picture, and we know the logic, but this mutable immutable generally not strike at that time. Right, so that is the only main part. Rest is easy because we know we have to check the vowel, so we will take some set. Then we know we have to run some two loops, and we know before like doing the swap, we need to check whether that is a particular vowel. If both are vowel, then we are going to swap. Otherwise, we are not going to swap. Instead of this two for loop, you also can do if s of left or some kind of like is vowel, then go further. If not vowel, then continue. Right. So that's it. That's the end of the video. And so thank you.